Hey guys, thanks for tuning into my video today. Today's video is about the Glock 20C. It's a 10mm high capacity 14 round compensated Glock pistol, automatic, standard striker fire, very simplistic, easy polymer, high polymer with a steel slide and steel barrel, of course. And I wanted to go through this for a defensive weapon in the house and see what you think. And I'm just going to kind of rate it. I'm not going to use a rating sheet. I'm just going to do a general rating. It's going to be basically caliber, accuracy, recoil, capacity, reliability. And now let's get started. You can see this is empty. The Glock 20C is a compensated, and you can see right here, it has compensated ports here, and it's compensated here. Compensated gun, 10mm. This one here is a little more dialed up. I had polished the barrel and things, no big deal. But it is a capacity of 14 rounds, and you can get +2 or something, and then make it like 15 or 16 rounds. Most Glocks you can. It takes the standard 10mm round. This is a 10mm high capacity gun. The 10mm, these particular ones are 180 grain, 11.7 gram hollow points, and they're made in Serbia. This ammunition here, but you can get a wide assortment of ammunition for them. The nice thing about the 10mm, it's a very powerful round. With the compensator, it makes it a little bit more controllable. And there is some low recoil bullets you can buy for the 10mm. There is quite a bit of ammunition on the market for just about any gun you do buy. And the nice thing about it, like I said, it's very powerful gun. It's kind of heavy. It's not a real light gun. It is big in your hands because it's a one of the bigger Glocks. It's more closer to the full size, and with the magazine in there, it's pretty snug. I have a plug in the bottom of it. For firepower, it gets a right up there, number 1, right up in the height, not 1 but 10. If you go to 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. For reliability, it's 10. For recoil, it's kind of high. I would say a 7. It's got a lot of recoil, so a lot of people tend not to want to shoot this gun. For a home defensive, it would stop the threat, but the compensation would help. But you know, it's a pretty powerful round for the home, for defensive in the dark. You can put a rail on it with a tactical lighter. There's a rail on it. You can put a tactical light in there or whatever you want it to do. Takedown's pretty straightforward on the Glock, just like all of them. Pull it out. There's your slide. I have a stainless steel guy rod in there right now, and I had polished some of the internal parts. You can see they're kind of shiny. Assembly, very, very simple. It would be a nice and when I say shit hits the fan, home defense, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about taking this gun, you know, and if you had to use it, you know, throw it in your car, home defense, shit hits the fan combo like that. Not really self-defense, mainly like a home defense stuff. Bullets aren't that heavy. Very high capacity gun. So, and they're, you know, they're a lot smaller than a 45, and they whoop a lot more power than a 45. So 10mm is right up there as being an ideal gun. Like I say, as we judge them and we go for reliability, you know, it's definitely a 10. Weight, I have to be like an 8 because they are a little heavy. These is definitely a heavy gun with the metal slide. Capacity, definitely a 10. It's right up there. I mean, it's not like a 20 round or a 30 round, but 14, 15 rounds of 10mm is a pretty effective gun for stopping anything. Parts and reliability is a 10. Recoil and how much muzzle flash and stuff like that, that'd probably have to be an 8 in this gun. Because we are saying shit hits the fan, home defense too. We're doing both. Nice gun, very effective, but it's not really perfect in those aspects because of the recoil this gun has. It's just a lot of recoil, and it's a kick-ass gun. You could probably get dummied down rounds for this, you know, for the 10mm bullets. I'm sure you could find them, the dummied rounds, but I would have to say, you know, it's right up there. You know, I stay away from saying it's the first choice, second choice, third choice. I'm just giving you some of the pluses and minuses, and like I say, high capacity is nice. 15 rounds, 16 rounds is nice. A low weight bullet with very good power, producing power, and very effective stopping the thread power. The gun's a little heavy. And it is a heavy gun. It's not a light gun, just like any of the 20 series. It's going to be a little bit heavier gun. It's more closer to the full-size guns, a little more boxier and meaty. So with that in mind, I mean, those are decisions you're going to have to make. You're going to have to decide. Not a very expensive gun. You can buy these guns probably for about between $500 and $650. Ammunition isn't too overly expensive. Magazines, parts. What I would recommend, if you do pick this, buy some extra parts. Buy maybe an extra trigger group. You know, a trigger group would be great. An extra trigger group. Put it aside. You know, any Glock you pick. And I believe any of the trigger groups will fit. Like the 20s, I believe the frame with the 20s, like, you know, the 20C and the 21C, the same frame will fit that gun. So the trigger assembly and group should fit. Takedown lever and stuff like that. You might want to get some extra parts there. And that wouldn't be a big deal. You could probably buy a used trigger assembly pretty cheap for these guns. But like I say, thanks for joining the video. Thanks for looking at it. And I'm going to continue through with a few guns, you know, in my opinion. But this is definitely on the plate for a shit hits the fan home defense gun. Yes, it is. I'm not really talking about carry guns. These are just strictly on the run. Grab a bunch of ammunition. You're out the door. Or maybe having this by a bedside as a defensive gun to protect your life. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for joining me, and this is the Glock 20C, compensated in 10mm. Thanks a lot. Have a great day, and I look forward to the next video for you.